Thanks for joining us, everyone. Move better now, hip, S to I means superior to inferior. All that means is that we're going to be spinning that hip like a top. So we're going to go back and forth by spinning that leg in a very comfortable position. You can go on a bed, you can go on the floor. Again, we're looking for the position that is safe, so it feels good, with a motion that is challenging. So is it tough to turn that leg out? Is it tough to spin that leg in? What's going on? So you can see that I'm moving my left leg now in and out, and the shot from the foot, you can see that that left hip is moving way better than the right, but I have trouble moving both my legs out. So I have trouble spinning my leg out. I'm going to go through a series of this, only around 6 to 10 times on each side. Then I'm going to flip over and do the same thing on my stomach. And the whole point of this is to see, does it flip-flop? Does everything change when you go to your stomach and you start turning the leg again? So I like my feet off the edge of a bed for this. It's very, very simple. You can do this on the floor, but then it gets a little challenging because then you gotta like turn your foot side to side. So I do prefer this off of a bed because I can either spin my leg in place without turning my leg or sliding my leg left to right. I can try my best to spin it in place, which is quite a challenge. And you can do this with the knee bent, but then it's a little more challenging to control. But it's also a different challenge. So you can do this with a bent knee as well. I just prefer trying this with my leg straight. You can also prop a pillow underneath your ankles to give yourself a little more leeway in case your knee is having trouble straightening. And that way, in case you had any knee discomfort with your legs being straight, you get a little extra support for the knee. So now you know which position feels safe and that's challenging. If you're on your back and you had trouble turning the leg out, you're going to get really close to the wall with the leg that has trouble turning out. So you can use the wall as your barrier. So I'm going to try to spin the foot out into the wall. If you have trouble spinning in, I get one leg out of the way so that foot can spin into the wall and use the wall as a barrier. When I'm on my stomach and I had trouble spinning my leg in, I'm going to bend the knee and the foot. If the thigh spins in, the foot's going to go away from you. And if you have trouble spinning the leg out, I'm going to go underneath something, bend my knee, and spin my foot towards that barrier, which I'm doing with my left leg right there. So that would be spinning out with my left leg practice. So here's the setup for when you're on your back and having trouble spinning in or out. Get close to the wall with the leg that you want to spin in or out with, and then hold it for around 8 seconds at around 20% of your ability. You're just going to have light pressure into the wall, feeling the muscles that are engaging and seeing if it feels okay. And from there, you're going to relax for 8 seconds. The second time through, you're going to gradually ramp it up to around 30 to 50%. Then you're going to hold it for around 15 seconds. And go ahead and hold that. And then eventually you're going to relax for 15 seconds. The last one is going to be around 70 to 90%, and you're going to hold it for 15 seconds. So you hold it there for 15 seconds. Now you're starting to really feel the muscles around the hip start to take hold and work, and then relax for around 2 minutes. If you're having trouble from your stomach, here's a split screen for that. If the left leg had trouble spinning in, you're going to have that push out in the wall. If the left leg had trouble spinning out, you're going to use an object to shove into, like the one above. First one goes for 8 seconds on and 8 seconds off. The second set, again, you're going to go for around 12 to 15 seconds as you push into that object at around 30 to 50%. And then the last time that you're going to do it is you're going to push into the wall or object at around 70 to 90% for right around 15 seconds, just feeling the hip muscles that are working. And if you're going to go all out right off the bat, you're going to get too tired. So what I'm looking for is just the experience of the hip muscles working again in the safe position. You can always prop your hip up with a pillow to make it a little more comfortable. And sometimes you may need padding against the surface like I just put on this bench in case the bench is too hard. Now remember, the series is first set around 30% ability, 8 seconds work, 10 seconds rest. Set 2 is going to be right around 60% ability at 15 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, and set 3 is going to be right around 70 to 90% ability with 20 seconds work and around 2 minutes rest before you do another exercise. All the positions should feel great, and remember, stay fresh and recover so you can practice fresh and progress. By the way, if you love Move Better Now, you'll love Body Explorations, 60 different routines to find relief and freedom now. Follow along so they're nice and simple. They're all at a beginner's level, so you know exactly what to do with next to zero equipment so you can start in an empty room. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.